All right. It is day 4 of the Sober stream. We'll just wait to see if we get some people joining us tonight. If you are intending to join, or if you're watching this later on YouTube, topic of conversation tonight is, it's all going to be about recovery, always is. Amongst other things, once the chat gets going, it's always, we'll just see where it goes. But main topic of conversation tonight is going to be sort of like why I started drinking in the first place. I think it's something relatable. It's been quite personal the last 3 days, plus the other video that I created on which is on the YouTube channel if you want to go and see that. Whereas actually something like why I started drinking in the first place, a lot of people can relate to that kind of thing, because people do drink and they drink for good reason, actually it's quite interesting when you actually reflect and think about why you do it in the first place, or why you decide that's going to be something that you do as part of your life. Being British it's kind of like a rite of passage for some people, and actually it's quite an odd thing really, because for people of our generation, my generation, drinking was just what people did. So that's going to be the main topic. Welcome Irishama, if you are here already. I can see there's a couple of people already watching, which is great. So the idea behind this stream is that I will be talking a bit about recovery. Nice one, cheers man. Good to see you, Bobby Lala. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for putting first time in the chat as well, which is great. First time chatters are always welcome. So yeah, keep that going, man. It'd be good to hear your opinions. And yeah, main topic is recovery. Hey, Prof Dandini, good to see you as well. Another first time chat. It's amazing to see you guys. And yeah, you don't have to just interact with me, of course. You can interact with each other in the chat. But yeah, if you are somebody who is first time here, I talk about my own personal recovery from being quite a heavy drinker and alcoholic. Hi Lucky Herons, nice to see you as well. First time here. Yeah, a lot of new people in tonight, which is great. It's really good to see the support for this, and hopefully it's something you find useful, something that you might recommend to other people in the future. But I'll explain sort of a little bit about this game as well, because I play this game an awful lot. It is a service game, so it updates quite regularly with new content, and there are daily tasks to do each day. So the idea behind this stream is to talk about recovery, my personal recovery, with hopefully some interaction from you guys, and then to do the dailies on here, talk a little bit about gaming. Yesterday we had quite a sort of divergent conversation, quite a lot within the chat, so I've got no problem with that. I'll keep dragging it back to alcoholism and recovery, because that's kind of the way I want the stream to go, because it gives it that USP, that unique selling point, rather than me just playing Genshin Impact, which is what a lot of people do on Twitch. But I'm not unique in that respect, but I am unique in the way that I am I'm an alcoholic and I'm playing. I think a banner's just gone off. I don't know if anybody can see that. I had a goal going of 10 followers, to try and hit 10 followers, and I think we've hit that goal, which is amazing. Thank you to all that have followed recently today. Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. So let's stick a new goal on here. We're going to hit this on 20 followers now. And if you guys that are here tonight can help me get to 20 followers, maybe not tonight, but over the next week and a bit, that would be amazing. Let's just go for help me hit 20. Nice. yeah, so thank you to those of you that are here. 11, we're up to 11 followers, which is great. And I'm so pleased that you are here. Some of you that are first time to the chat. Yeah, it's great. It's great. So, I'm really, really thrilled to be sharing, some of the things I'm going to share with you. So, we'll get into the game in a minute or two. But, the topic of conversation is going to be why I drank in the first place. And if anyone reflects on why they drink, they probably all come down to the fact that, I mean, it's behind like a gate, isn't it? A gated curtain when you are younger. It's behind that sort of like, oh, I mean, if you're British, you've got to be 18. You've got to be 18 to drink. Now, I wasn't 18 before I took my first drink. I was a lot younger than that. And because it's behind that little curtain, that sort of, that naughty thing, 18, you've got to be 18, you've got to be an adult to drink. You're sort of intrigued by it. You want to peek behind that curtain. You want to know what it's about. So from the age of about 14, when you're sort of looking for that independence and you're sort of acting out a little bit as a teenager, what do? Get someone to buy you some beers. And you experience that feeling. It's usually quite bad the first time you get drunk. You usually end up vomiting. Ends up being quite a bad experience, I imagine, for most people. That's definitely the way it was for me. The first time I really had too many, yeah, that was pretty ropey. I mean, I was definitely sick, and it wouldn't have been much. Hi, Woolwood, good to see you again. Thanks, man, for joining. You were a massive contributor last night, so always good to see you here. So yeah, I mean, it's not a good experience, those first drinks, and then, but there's something you get from it. And I think if I reflect personally about why I drank in the past, it would 100% be the fact that I wanted confidence, and drinking gave me confidence. As a teenager, I mean, there aren't many teenagers that feel like mega confident in themselves all the time. There aren't many teenagers that feel like, oh yeah, I'm super happy with where I am. I know exactly who I am. And drinking sort of breaks that barrier, or I felt that it did. And actually, I'm coming to realise now, through reflection, through therapy, through understanding, that actually it wasn't doing that job, it was doing another job. It was just numbing me, numbing things, I don't know, elements of my personality that I wasn't sure about. So actually, that's quite a scary thing to look back on that and just think about. That's probably the reason why I started. I mean, the next step is then why I continued, and we'll get into that in a minute. Let's play a little bit of this game first to keep it flowing. Warbeard says you can relate to the confidence thing. Thanks, man. I do appreciate that, because I feel like I'm putting myself out there a little bit, but at the same time, I want to share this process with everybody for hopefully the next 6 months, because I hit 6 months sober yesterday. If I can do another 6 months, I'll be well pleased. I'll be really, really pleased. So, let's go for this. Right, let's see what dailies we've got today. Inazuma Sales Specialist again. No. We had this one the other day. That is so annoying. Anyway, never mind. We'll do that one last. Full speed ahead. Right. Reach destination within time limit. Defeat opponents. Will extend my time. Let's go and do this one. Let's stick with Ayaka, Shenhe, Zhongli, and Raiden. These are great characters. Yeah, lots of chat going on. Thanks guys. Congrats. That's not easy. Thank you, Lucky Herons. I really appreciate that. Prof Dandini says I can relate to. I used to view it as a social lubricant. That social lubricant term is definitely something that a lot of people use to excuse like a drinking habit, basically a habit that forms. But yeah, social lubricant, we often use that, don't we, to keep the conversation going, to make us sort of lower our inhibitions a little bit. Thanks, man, for the respect. I like that, Bobby Lala. Cheers, man. I really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Right, let's play a little bit of this. If you've not seen this game before, it is awesome. It's look how pretty it is straight away. I mean, just the anime style is just great, isn't it? I mean, I like anything like this. Where are we going? To Inazuma, of course. Oh yeah, I don't like this one. So I've got to reach the goal in time. There's not much fighting in this one. But yeah, it'll get me some Prima Gems. Maybe do some wishing. I don't think I'm going to have enough to do any wishing tonight. Saved up a couple of days worth, and if you were here last night, saw some totally lame wishing where I didn't get anything. Cut my waistlines. Right. Yeah, so, I mean, we're just on the way to the quest here, but, you know, may as well beat these people up whilst I'm doing that. Yeah, Genshin is quite heavily followed on Twitch. There's lots of people play it. It's a very controversial game. A lot of people complain about it. There's a big community. It is a game that you can play with people. It is a co-op game as well. But I choose not to do that because, well, I prefer to play games on my own. I don't know if you can hear, like, the microphone in these headphones is like right near my neck. So it sounds like I've got like noisy chops. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? Like noisy chops. I mean, I'm sure that is not a good look for streaming, but when I have a drink of tea in a moment, you definitely hear my gulping sound. Sound like a sick cat. I don't actually have to kill these guys, but it gives me more time to get to the goal at the end. Makes it generally easier. This whole region was new like last summer. The game didn't start with this region. Those are shields. Oh, what? Oh, this is new. No. No. What is this massive stitch up? Well, what is this about? I'm teleporting out of here. This is a great start, isn't it? Oh, come on. Get it together. You are better than this. I know I didn't want to do this. Yeah, what is that indeed? I mean, I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. Let's move. I'm going back here. That sucked. That actually sucked. If this is your first time in the stream, that was lame. That was incredibly lame. But anyway, let's start that again. See if we can get it to work a little bit better. So basically, I've got to get to the goal at the end. And I just made an absolute hash of that. But yeah, there's a lot of people, if you enjoy this game or if you've never seen it before, it is free to play. That's what they say anyway, but this is an addict's dream, this game, because, well, it's a dream for the companies that prey on addicts, like myself, of course, because it's free to play, but if you want all the good characters and the good stuff, then you can put money into it and you can get better stuff. And I've said it before, because I've got a bit of money in my pocket now because I'm not drinking, I've put some of that money into this game and it makes me happy. It's given me loads and loads of hours of gameplay, so I don't feel as if I'm paying for nothing. I feel as if I'm paying for something that I really enjoy. When we've done this, we'll go back to some sort of real talk. But yeah, thank you for being here and being part of this so far. Honestly, this is really, really poor. Get it together. I just need to sort of... Right, let's concentrate. Play the game. Play the game. Stop thinking about anything else. Yeah, I used to be able to run straight through there, but it's blocking that now. So let's kill these guys. I'm going to definitely change that in one of the upgrades. Let's go. Oh, let's go fine. Because that is easier. And done. I mean, that's how close I was last time anyway, so that's really, really annoying. For a daily task, that was incredibly annoying. So yeah, let's go back to it. So, in terms of why I continued to drink after those first few, that confidence thing, that sort of being part of, you know, feeling part of the group, because I think that's where it began. Like, I didn't feel part of the group. I felt like I was, you know, nervous, a bit anxious, and as I got older and it became legal to drink, 18, I went to university, did various, you know, met new people, and all those that kind of stuff. I continued to drink with that because there was like a massive drinking culture that comes with university as well. So I kept drinking there. And I always said that I wasn't somebody that, you know, got hangovers or anything like that. I've talked about this on videos before. I did get hangovers, but they were sort of like mental hangovers, like sort of depression, sort of anxiety feelings the next day, rather than that physical hangover where like you can't move. You're like, I'm really sick. I need to be in the toilet. It's horrible. So yeah, it's that kind of side to it. Always sort of kept me drinking because I felt there weren't really any consequences to it. And university, you're limited by cash. You don't have much money, so you can only drink so much anyway. And everybody's doing it, so it doesn't feel like you're in the wrong. But like later, as I sort of moved into the working world and on with my life, you've got a bit of cash in your pocket. You're not being stymied by that. So you can then go out and buy drinks whenever you want. You know, I could finish the day and go for a beer, basically. And actually, that also felt normal. Felt like, yeah, finish the day's work, go to the pub or get a couple of beers and have those to relax at the end of the day. And all those feelings in me sort of continued throughout the years. But there was a point somewhere where it just became completely unmanageable, where I was like drinking loads every night. Sort of 8 cans a night, and justifying to myself that was normal. No one else is doing that. No one else is sitting there with you drinking 8 cans. It's not right, is it? It's not right. So, how I felt that was normal, I don't know. But it wasn't just that I felt that it was normal, it was making me feel good, or that's what I felt it was. And by that point, there was no issue with confidence, there was no issue with anxiety. I was just doing it for the sake of doing it. I was doing it because I could. Because I'd spare time, no dependence, I had money in my pocket. So I was just doing it. And it just kept going and going and going, and it got worse and worse and worse. And I know there's people that are in this chat now that actually probably would have thought to themselves, why is he drinking? Why is he drinking? We're at the zoo. Why has he got a beer in his hand? We're at, like, you know, a children's playground. Why is he sat over there drinking a beer? Like, that's the kind of issue that I had with it. I was tying everything into having a drink, and engineering situations where I would have a drink. All under that banner of, oh man, you need the confidence, you're anxious, you're feeling like wrong, you feel out of place. You don't do, these are your friends, and they're not drinking, so why are you? Well, because I wanted to, because I had money in my pockets, because I could. So then everything became about drinking. It's just like madness, really. Right, let's do this. This is a fighting one. Calling down thunder. Let's have a look at the comments. Family Scribbles, hi. Cheers, man. Recognising some Japanese words too on the game, yeah. I do learn Japanese as part of my, it's definitely part of my recovery. Definitely part of it. Because it's, it is a very spiritual thing to be doing, and alcoholism is a threefold illness. That's the British three. It is a threefold illness, mental, physical, and spiritual. And when you lose that spiritual side of things, you lose a lot of it, really. Learning Japanese, going bird watching, those are the kinds of things that I do to keep myself spiritual. Talked a lot last night about spirituality and this idea of a higher power. I won't go into too much of that tonight, but definitely talk about it in future streams. But spirituality in terms of, you know, keeping your mind occupied, actually tuning into the world around you, and learning a language is definitely really, really good for that. It's definitely really good for that. It's great to see so many people here tonight. Thank you so much for supporting. I do really, really appreciate it. Let's do these guys over. Time that one. Nice. Meteor on your head. Bang. Boom. So yeah, these are the daily tasks. You do them each day. You get 10 Primogen, the in-game currency for doing it, and then you then claim your daily commissions. Yeah, so I mean, if you're interested in this stream, it won't be Genshin Impact every single night. I might change the schedule up, play a few other things. I mean, I don't know if anybody in the chat is a gamer, if anybody's playing anything at the moment that they really, really like that they could recommend. This is PS5 that I'm playing on. That's why the stream looks deeply unprofessional, because I've literally just plugged my PS5 in, just hit go with the camera. But yeah, thank you for being here and for listening. So yeah, that sort of continuation of drinking, that sort of, it becomes the norm, is then really, really difficult to break, because I was associating it with everything. I felt that I couldn't have fun without it. And then when someone's saying, do you really need to have another drink? You become really defensive. I say you, I should not say you, because you are probably fine. I become defensive. I would become sort of like, well, why? What are you saying? Why you? What's your beef? What's your problem? I can have a drink if I want. I can have 10 pints if I want at this funeral. I can do what I want. But you can't, because it's stupid and it hurts people. And yeah, it's not great. But that was the attitude that I had. That was the feeling. That was the sort of like, oh yeah, no, he needs a drink to get through life. No, I just need to rearrange my thoughts, get back to thinking about the things that I enjoyed doing before I was like a proper big drinker. And actually that's been quite fun. The last 6 months have been sort of really positive in that respect. So I've gone back to like drawing and things like that I'd never considered myself an artist, but I like doing it. Always wanted to be part of that sort of scene, an artistic scene. So sort of teaching myself to draw, which is quite nice. The languages thing is great. Sort of appreciation for, you know, actual life and actually being alive and living it. Whereas being drunk is not being alive. Being drunk is numbing yourself from that. And what I don't want to do is sort of badmouth people that drink, because I'm not badmouthing people that drink, because I think people that are normal, people that don't have the illness that I have, are able to drink and it not be a problem. People that have the ability to have one drink and just enjoy themselves, that's what I want, but I can never have that, because just taking one drink, that physical dependency kicks in, and then bang, I'm drinking loads. So I'm completely abstaining, nothing, and it's working really well. I sort of like, I'm still able to go to the pub and be with my friends and enjoy that aspect of things. I mean, obviously COVID is people going to the pub less, doing those kinds of things less. Back playing football a bit, I mean, I'm going to be out for a little bit longer, but because I've COVID, it's really taken ages to recover from it. But back playing football, I mean, that's mental. Like, I can't believe that that's something that I'm still able to do, if I'm honest. I'm not good, but, you know, whatever. You have to have me on your team. Yeah. I'm really pleased with the amount of viewers tonight. It's excellent. Thank you very much for being here. I mean, I will be here at 8 every night. I don't expect you guys to all be here every single night. I don't expect that at all. But if you aren't doing anything at 8 o'clock of an evening and you want to listen to me talk for a bit, which has been what we've been doing, 26 minutes, talked a lot about recovery. Last night it descended into, I mean, I was rapping last night. I was doing a bit of rapping. I mean, where did that come from? Don't know. Inspired by comments in the chat, so it doesn't have to all be about recovery all the time. But I wanted the main content to be about that to start with, and then we could put together a highlight reel of the rest of the chat. Oh, thanks, Bobby. I mean, it's great that you love having me at football. I'll be back soon. I don't think I'm going to be there this week because I really struggled after I went on holiday. It's just like mental. Just didn't realise I'd be so tired. But still good to go on. Right, so I'm just kind of dawdling here. I'll get back to the task in just a second. Massive numbers. I see those big numbers. Addict in me loves those big numbers. Channeled addict. That's alright. Right. Okay, so where are we going next? Wrong thing. Swift Slayer. What else are you playing at the moment? Thanks, Gnomes. I'm playing Horizon, the new Horizon game, Forbidden West. That is amazing. I'm back playing Cyberpunk again because the PS5 version of that is actually good. It's very, very cool. So I'm back playing that again. I have a game called Sifu, which is just too hard. It is like a beat 'em up game, but it is mega hard. So I haven't put enough time into that. But that is like a streamable game. That would be I think that would be worthwhile watching on stream. So I'll probably do that. I'll maybe do that later in the week, actually. I'm not good at that at all. Any tips from anybody that's played that game would be very, very welcome. I'm good at this because I pay money and build my characters. I mean, actually, if you were here earlier in the stream, you wouldn't think I was good at it. I couldn't get to the end of that canyon. Lame. Right, let's do this. Thanks for the comment. No, first time commenter. Love to see that. Shenhe with the assist, and then Ayaka with the kill, hopefully. That was a beastie guy. Beastie Electro dude. Don't go in that water. It looks horrible. Right, I can't believe it's this same one. I had this 2 days ago, this quest. But anyway, if you weren't here 2 days ago, you get the joy of this wonderful marketing quest that we get here. So after a few beat-em-up style quests, you get to see the interesting life that I lead as a player of this game. So here's Vahid. Hi, Vahid. This business is so hard. All my merchandise is good. All my merchandise is good, and they're the real deal. But why does no one want to buy anything here? What is the matter? Come on, Vahid. Lean on me. Oh, it's you, Traveller. Forget it. I still can't sell any fertilizer. Don't you have... Sorry, that's my voice. Don't you have Alrani to help you? She did help me out a little, but trouble is, neither of us knows how to promote these goods. We can only wait for the customers to show up. And you know about the situation at Ritto. Nobody's buying anything. So I visited the gentleman at the Merchant Guild to ask for help, and they suggested that we do something called marketing. Now, my wife's in marketing. She could actually help you here. Simply put, they wanted to talk about the fertilizer's effects and the theory behind it with customers. We should also do more data-driven promotion. Wow, get some analytics on it, Vahid. And we should offer a free trial service. I really don't understand such complex matters, and I'm not the one who created this fertilizer, so how can I possibly explain it? Oh, Vahid, what a bind you are in. Anyway, even if it's just reciting the instructions, I believe it'll still need to run around and do some promotion. Oh, Rani is already up there promoting our goods. I'm going out later as well. Traveller, could you please help us out? Just leave it to me. I am an expert in everything. Beating up monsters, marketing, fertilizer sales. I can do it all, Vahid. Excellent. We are counting on you, Traveller. Thank you very much. The place you're going is called Konda Village. It's not far from here. There is a gentleman named Konda Denske who has shown some interest in our fertilizer. He also came to the store and chat with me a little earlier. You could promote some of our goods at his place and offer him a free trial. He might just buy some fertilizer. Oh, thanks. Thanks for you noticing the acting voice there, Prof. Dandini. I appreciate that. I'll keep it going. So tell me how to use this fertilizer. Here we go. Oh, yes, right. I haven't explained it to you yet. The fertilizer you are taking there must be used in a certain way. Of course it's got to be used in a certain way. Can't just be throwing fertilizer on crops and expecting it to work. Now, let me see. According to the manual, the order should be crushed leaves, water, mix. Remember that, chat? Remember that. Crushed leaves, water, mix. I'm counting on you. Help me out, because I'm going to forget it as soon as I click confirm. What was it? Don't get the wrong order, or it may cause problems which will affect our customers' impression of us. Our future business is at stake. I remember, I'm not going to get the process repeated. Although genuinely, I'm not sure I can remember what it was. Crushed nuts, water, sprouts. Oh, this guy's trolling. This guy is trolling. Then I'm counting on you. Once you deliver the Anhisian blessing to the customer, his first payment will be yours to keep. I noticed that the other day. Anhisian blessing. It's got 2 capital letters. Is that the name of the fertilizer? That's why it's not selling, mate. Give it an easier name.
Yeah.
Crushed water and sprouted nuts. Oh, Prof. Dandini. I don't know if that's right either. Let's go. Right. Konda Village. Here we come. Right. Where is he? Densuke Konda. Buy my fertilizer. Buy my fertilizer. You know it. You got to buy my fertilizer. That's how farmers talk in Britain. It's also how pirates talk in Britain, and people from Cornwall. Oh, youngsters, we meet again. What would you like to know? He should be a bit more desiccated than that, shouldn't he? Youngsters, we meet again. What would you like to know this time? I don't know what accent it is. Keep it going. I'm not here to ask questions this time. Oh, did Vahid send you? I heard about a novel fertilizer shop in Ritto. That's why I came to meet Mr. Vahid to try out his fertilizer. It works and increases crop production. There might be hope for restoring Konda Village. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? I want to be part of that. I guess it is still up to an old relic such as myself to restore the village. Those young lads from the village, you can't count on them. Sounds like Harry Potter voices, like Dobby. I do say it has gone a bit Dobby. All right, tell me then, how should I use this fertilizer? Chat, how do I use the fertilizer? Water, crushed leaves before mixing, crushed leaves, then mix and add the water at the end. Add crushed leaves, then add water, then mix them up. What was it? What was it, chat? Come on, help me. You watching. I'm sure you were all watching intently at the conversation I had with Vahid a minute ago. I'm going to purposely get it wrong. No one remembers. What a stitch up. C. Warbeard says C. Might be C. I'm genuinely not sure. Right, so I'm going to go with... Let's go with Warbeard then. He says C. So I'm going to go C. Such a complicated procedure for fertilizer. Already I've got it. Oh, Dobby wants Harry Potter to die. No, he doesn't. Why does Dobby want Harry Potter to die? He doesn't want that. That's what Vahid told me last time too. It should be all right. I'll wait for the crops to grow. Well, I think we got it right. Well done, Warbeards. Boom. 10 primos. Well, no, actually, because if you fail that quest, you get an extra quest. Not today, but another day. You get another quest. All right. So, the theme tonight was to talk about why it was that I started drinking in the first place. I think we've sort of made that point, got that point across. We've also done some silly voices, which I do enjoy. I've got resin to use. So again, if you haven't seen this game before, you get 160 resin a day. You use it to sort of do tasks that give you character boosting materials. So I'll do that. I'm farming a domain for artifacts for Zhao, an awesome character in the game who doesn't get a lot of love, actually. People don't really like Zhao that much, but I think now that he's got his own artifact set, people will like him that little bit more. I need to go and collect on this, though. And there's another element to the game that I keep forgetting to do as well. I don't think I've done it for a couple of days. So I need to make sure I keep on top of that. Exhibition mode. Expedition mode. Let's just make sure I'm collecting these things that I sent these people off for 15 hours to get. Some lotus heads. White iron chunk, crystal chunk. Gotta love it. Oh, no. Inazuma. Inazuma means electricity in Japanese. Densha. It's train. Denwa. It's like phone number, I think. Or it's just phone. Right, I'm going to turn my resin into... Oh, I need to get some crystal flies. There's some down the road. Let's go and get some crystal flies. Yeah, you can glide. Some of you got Switch will probably look at this and go, this is like Breath of the Wild. I think visually it is quite like Breath of the Wild. Never played Breath of the Wild, but I've only watched videos of it. But it is a great game. It's got a massive following, this game, across the world. I like being part of it. Well, I don't really contribute much to it, really, because actually I just play single player. I don't play co-op. There they are. Get some. Get some! Get some! What film's that? Get some! Get some! You know that film, put it in the chat. One of her close friends, very favourite films. Somebody who doesn't like films like that film. I'll tell you in a minute if you can't remember. Right, back to here. Enjoy the music. Apparently this is the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Can you imagine? That might be a lie. I don't know. I think it is. Uncle Buck. No, it's not from Uncle Buck. Get some. Get some. Get some. It's not from Uncle Buck. It's not the bit where... What is she even called? Rice. No, that's Beethoven. Well, where the daughter is about to get done over. It's not from Toy Story either. It might be from Toy Story. Rat. Her name's not Rat. It's Rice. Bang. It's Full Metal Jacket. I mean, come on, guys. Full Metal Jacket. One of those classics. In the chopper. Get some. Firing at the poor Vietnamese people below. I do not condone that in any way. This chat does not support the Vietnam War. Not that there is a Vietnam War anymore. Went on for a long time, that war. Look it up. If you didn't know how long that war went on for, look it up. A long time. Right, where are we going? What was I doing? I don't think I collected my daily commissions again. I need to be reminded to do this. I'm forgetting to do simple things right. 明日し目指せ。玉座。冒険でしょうかい? There's a guy called Bug. Yeah, that's in Uncle Buck. Bug. Buck. Where's your cut off point? Right, Catherine. Yeah, claim. I also need to claim from my Serenity Pot. Serenity Pot, I haven't been in there for the last couple of days, and it's probably screaming at me. This is like the base building aspect of this game. You can like create your own little world, and there's currency to do with this that I need to collect on each day. And I haven't been doing it. I think I've been distracted by the fact that I'm enjoying the chat. Sometimes I need to just not chat and play the game. Yeah, full, look at that. I've got a lot of moolah to spend there. Shenhe's companionship has reached maximum. Now that is a bonus because I get a shiny new name card. I also kind of need to take her out of here, but I'm not going to do that right now because I can't be bothered. So I'm maxed out friends with Shenhe. That's amazing. That is an added bonus that I did not realise was going to happen. So, there's a little bar there. It says friendship underneath Raiden Shogun stats. You can see I've max friended her already. But Shenhe is a more recent character I've got. A little treasure chest there. Look at that little treasure chest. What might be in there? Isn't this exciting? It is a name card, a beautiful Shenhe comb name card. And what I can do with that name card is click the start button, which is obviously not called a start button, but I will always call it a start button, and change my name card. So that all those people know how friendly I am with Shenhe. It's actually pretty nice. Look at that. It's a nice swirly one with lots of different colours. I enjoy that. So that was an added bonus, chat. Thank you very much for being here, for me to become 10 out of 10 friends with this lovely woman here. Look how nice she is. She lives away from humanity and eats flowers. That's sad for her, isn't it? But she is a badass. Right, I need to claim on here as well, because I didn't do this yesterday. This is the battle pass. Lots of games have a battle pass, and you can put money into this as well. They're like monetizing everything, these games. You can monetize this and get extra rewards and a nice weapon when you get to level 30. And obviously I've done that a whole bunch of times. That's not that expensive though. Yeah, Lucky Herons, you should be happy that you were here for that moment. A moment of pure joy. Hours of gameplay. I mean, I don't want to look at how many hours I've put into this. When I looked at how many hours I put into The Witcher 3, it was something ridiculous, like 300 hours. 300 hours! That's insane, isn't it? I mean, I do not know what the hourage would be on this. It's going to be more than that, so I don't look. It's best not to. I feel like there are quite a few people dipping in and out of the stream tonight, which is great. Drowners. Mark's brain, are you a Witcher 3 player? Because if you are, that is something we can chat about. We have to talk about this. What's that from? Everyone knows. We have to talk about it. Come on. Bob's Burger voice guy. Witcher 3 is amazing, and there's going to be a PS5 upgraded version. I play it and then stop, because of the drowners, because you can't deal with drowners. You just got to level up, grind a bit. Have you had sex with a witch yet? Yep. And that is part of that game. Do it. Oh yeah, play something else and then forget the controls. I'm just running about my house here, by the way, just so they're enjoying that. Yep. Yeah, sorry, I'm focusing too much on the chat, which is not good for. No sex with the witch. Did you turn it down, or you just not got to that bit yet? It's sort of first Act 1. That definitely happens in Act 1 of The Witcher 3. Kira Metz, she's called. Metz is in that drink. Remember that? You used to drink that underage. That was probably a gateway into me being an alcoholic. Metz. It's a bit like Smirnoff Ice, died of death. Don't forget the controls during that part. Excellent. Yeah, it's not interactive. It's just a cutscene. Sadly, you don't get sort of haptic feedback on the sex with the witch. Triangle, triangle, circle, square. Was that a circle, square, triangle? What were they called? That guy went on to be really famous. What band is that? Circle, square, triangle. Come on, chat, tell me, help me out. I can't remember what they were called. Is that a band? No, the band wasn't Circle, Square, Triangle. That was one of their songs. What band was it? Come on. Who's got that band name? Right, let's go back to the real world. Test Icicles. Well done, Warbeard. Let's go to Leeway. It was Test Icicles. And that guy, is it Dev Hines? Enter Hakiri. Enter the Dragon. Enter Shikari. Enter Shakira. That's something else. Right, we're going to do this Zhao domain now. Let's go here. Let's see if we can actually get some good artifacts tonight. That's PK's job. Yes, it is, Bobby. You know it is. To enter Shakira. Enter Shikari. I don't think I could name one of their songs. That might be controversial. Right, let's do this. That is my strongest party for this domain. So let's go. Let's go. So if, like Genshin streamers, this is what they often do. They'll do these domains, and they will get people to guess on how good the artifacts are that come out. I mean, if you knew this game, you'd be able to do that along with me, but you can just hear me talk about how trash these artifacts are. There's a lot going on here, isn't there? Nice numbers on the old riding shogun there. Domain man, yeah, that is me. Boom, done. How quick was that? 50 seconds. That's pretty good. 50 seconds is alright. It's not too much of a waste of my time. What is a waste of the time is getting these artifacts. Come on. We're looking for a crit damage circlet. Purple set only, because the other set is absolute garbage. Come on. Come on. Roll the dice. Give me something good. This is not good for an addict, is it, to be playing this game? Those are both the set that I do not want. This is disgusting. What are you doing? EM. Energy recharge. Oh, that wasn't HP on there. No. Right. Let's go again. 3 more goes. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3, come on. Hey now, hug. Bit of cool shake in it. Really messed up that whole riding segment. That was really, really cool. Anyway. Yeah, low numbers, that's good. Better. Well, that was a bit of a disaster, but hopefully we'll get some nice artifacts out of it. Come on, come on. Oh, no space. This happened last night. Right, come on. Oh, and I've... Oh, God. This is not good form. This just shows how much I've not been concentrating. Right, so I need to use... Basically, you get to see another insight into this wonderful game. So I've got to boost some artifacts here. Let's do his attack. To make some space to get more artifacts. So then you use artifacts that you collect that you don't need to then boost the artifacts that you think are all right. Let's see what we get. Gamble, gamble, gamble. Let's see what we get. Oh, 2 purple ones. Cryo damage bonus. Attack, but it's the substats are just awful. Right. So that was pretty rubbish. Yeah, I mean, this game is like, it's not good for someone who is an addict because it does trigger all those same things. However, it doesn't do what alcohol does for me, which is to, make everything all better, which it doesn't, which I know it doesn't, and that's why I'm working hard and telling you all about it, because it gets a lot of those horrible feelings up in my chest, and actually that is the whole point. The point is to make a job, like an inventory about all the times that, you know, it's gone wrong and the things that I've done and owning up to those things. And actually, it's really beneficial to do it. So thank you for being here whilst I was able to vent earlier in the stream. I know that after that initial venting and general talk of alcoholism and recovery and all that kind of stuff, I have just sort of bantered about a little bit. But that is okay as well. So I don't want it to all be about recovery all the time, but actually it's quite beneficial to talk to. What? That is not true. I've just used a whole load of them. Alright, we'll do a little bit more of boosting here. Ugh, boosted HP. Load of rubbish. Let's do this as well. There's so much RNG in this game that's why it's not good for people who are addicts. However, I don't know, it doesn't seem to overwhelm me on here, so I do keep playing, but I mean, that is part of it. One of the reasons I like this game is definitely down to the condition of my brain. Oh, feather. No, that is absolute trash. Look at that. Defense and HP, no. Oh, defense main stat. And so it takes so much grinding of these domains to actually get artifacts that are usable and that you want. But when you get them, it is really pleasing. It is really pleasing. Wow, I mean, that has not worked out. Where do you think he was going? Yeah, the RNG element there is just taking him out of my reach, which is really annoying. Wow, look at those numbers though. That is worth looking at. Walk off? No, definitely not. Let's do some riding. Boom. Very satisfying. Very satisfying to be part of. Right, last go on here. Grind, grind, grind. Oh, it's Feather again. That's slightly better. Crit rate's good. Attack percent is good. HP's not. Flower, no. I've got better already. That defense substat is not good enough. Right, goodbye. Let's leave this domain. Leave this behind. Right, so I've done my resin, I've done my dailies. I've talked an awful lot about recovery. Thank you for contributing, those that contributed at the start. I really appreciate the support from all of you. What we did manage to do tonight is hit that first goal of 10 followers. We're actually up to 12 now, so thank you if you followed tonight during the stream. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll now get a notification every time I go live, which is the idea. Oh, look. What bird is that? It's got to be some kind of finch. Any more parakeets in your garden, Crane? Yeah, we're up to 12. So next goal is 20 followers. So if you feel that there are people that you know that could benefit from being part of this stream and to follow it, it would be great if you could get them to come along and to maybe watch and to follow and to contribute. I want it to be a fun stream. I want it to be a stream that we can enjoy, but I also need it to be a document of my recovery as well. So once this is over, I'll put this on YouTube and it will be there. It will also be available on Twitch for a while. So if you missed any of it tonight, you can go back. If you want the specific stuff about recovery, the sort of thoughts and ideas about that from the start of the stream, you can go back and watch. You could even direct people to that if you feel that it would actually help them. It's hard to talk about it for a long time, but it's all right. For that first sort of half an hour or so, I felt that I was getting quite a lot off my chest, and that does really help. So thank you all for being here tonight. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I've missed. What's in the Paimon menu? Updates. I don't think you guys can see this because I'm looking at a web page. Get that out of the way. Another placement malfunction in the Serenity Teapot. Free coinage. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Not that I've had a problem with it. I need to get back on with this. But seeing as there's been a few of you that have been in the stream over the last couple of days, I might play something different tomorrow night. So Genshin's been great for a couple of days. I'll go back to Genshin maybe on Wednesday. But if you want something different, Duke Nukem. I wish I had that on PS5. I have got Sunset Riders, which is side-scrolling like the first Duke Nukem. A no-hit Sunset Riders run. Imagine that. I mean, that is near impossible. I literally only play that with cheats on. Tenchu, I don't think is available unless I've got PS Now. I don't think I can do that. Can't stream it anyway. But Sunset Riders. Yeah, Duke Nukem would be wicked, but I don't think, not yet anyway. That new PlayStation subscription service, when it comes, would be awesome. I have got a few retro things actually. I've got Castlevania, which I've never played. Follow me to my desktop, hopefully. No, maybe not. Oh, I'm gone. I'm back. Yeah, no, you can't follow me to the desktop, I don't think, because I think it will stop. But yeah, I've got like Castlevania, I've got Sunset Riders. I mean, Sunset Riders is one of Warbeard and I's favourite games, clearly, because look at the caps letters that he's used in the chat there. Carmageddon, that would be so good. I think once the new PlayStation subscription service comes, yes, I have got Day of the Tentacle, I just need to reinstall that. could start that from the beginning, that would be an excellent game to stream, wouldn't it? Day of the Tentacle. Yeah, to sign off of the evening, I think that's quite a good way to end it. I think tomorrow's stream, we might do something like that. Journey's a really good one as well. That is awesome. That's a great game that supplements this stream very nicely, doesn't it, Journey? Yeah, alright, I'm liking the idea of Day of the Tentacle tomorrow. That sounds like a really good shout. It's not quite as frantic as Genshin. It means I can catch up on Genshin properly during the day. Day of the Testicle. Day of the Test Icicles. Is testicle the first thing that comes up in your autocorrect? Good work, if it is. If testicle comes up before tentacle, you know you're onto a winner. Yeah, so maybe something like that tomorrow sounds good to me. Is there anything else that I've missed here? I'm not doing that on stream because it's too story based and, you know, I don't know what's happening. I don't want to miss anything. Dailies are done. I've collected on my rewards and such today. I've talked about recovery. I also watched the final episode of Peaky Blinders, which I think we'll talk about tomorrow, because actually, I mean, that is great if you're talking about recovery. If you've watched the final episode of Peaky Blinders, we might talk about that. If you haven't, it'll be a no spoiler Peaky Blinders chat. If you haven't watched that, or if you don't watch Peaky Blinders. Yeah, Arthur will definitely be the topic of conversation because he lends himself well to recovery chat. But so does Tommy in this final season. Tommy needs his head to be clear. Ida, I need my head to be clear if I'm making a deal with the Bostonians. You wouldn't think I was Aston Villa fan based on that horrendous Birmingham accent. I will leave you with this. The guy from Sleaford Mods is in the final episode of Peaky Blinders. Guy from Sleaford Mods. He is not a Brummie. He's from Nottingham, I believe. But he is definitely in the final episode of Peaky Blinders. His voice is so distinctive. So distinctive. Alright. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate all the follows. Taking me over 10, that's 12 followers. Hit that 20 next. So if you do know anybody that you think would benefit from this or who might enjoy it, please put them onto it. Because I would really appreciate that. Thanks, Bobby. I know compared to a lot of streamers, an hour is quite short, but we are just finding our feet here. It's a new stream. Don't want to stretch anybody. I think if people can commit to an hour a night to support the stream, I think that is fair. That would be great. And if you can be here tomorrow night at 8, it will be 8 o'clock again tomorrow. There was no rapping tonight. I hummed a little bit of Kula Shaker. But if you want me to rap anything tomorrow night, please hit me up with some song requests, because it's not all about recovery, it's also about rapping. Peace out. Peace out. Night all.